Hello everyone, Cannon Fodder here, bringing you another How to IL-2 video. This one will be focused on how to land and will be geared towards newer players who might be needing some help. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is check the specifications for whatever aircraft you're flying. Right here is your landing speed. But for the most part, as long as you're going around 200 kilometers an hour, you should be fine. Alright, so let's land. As you can see, I've already flown by the airfield. We're going to drop our engine throttle a little bit. Going about 400 here, so we definitely need to lose some speed. To do this, just want to start making sharp turns. There we go, 300. If you need to lose more speed, then make other turns. Alright, drop the throttle a little bit more. Line up. You're going to want to drop your gear. You may need to drop it further out if you're flying a plane like the E-Shack. And usually dropping a little bit of flaps isn't a bad idea either. Alright, so we're about 200 kilometers. We're going to nose down towards the airfield, and before we hit the ground, of course, you're going to want to flare up to kill the last of your speed, and then come down gently. You're going to bounce a little bit. Just make sure to keep pulling back on the stick when you fly up in the air, or when you bounce up in the air, and then tap the brakes and keep holding back on the stick so you don't nose in. Piece of cake. Alright, I'll show you with some different aircraft. Alright, here we are in an LA-5. I've just flown past the airfield a little bit. Still going a little too fast, so we're going to burn off some speed and then start our landing. Gonna throttle back and turn. Not too hard though. Alright, dropping gear. Flaps. I usually do about 10% flaps. Alright. Flare up and land. Alright, and one more aircraft. Alright, here we are in an E-Shack. We've already flown past the airfield. We're gonna start our approach. Now for the E-Shack, your pilot has to manually put the gear down, so you're gonna wanna start a little earlier than you would normally. And as you can see, this ball here that's gonna start going up towards the middle. When it gets to the middle, that means your gear is down. And continue to throttle down a little bit. Line up on the airfield. There we go, landing gear is good. Throttle back and start our descent. Gonna drop flaps, like I said, about 10%. Alright, almost hit 200. Alright. And flare up a little bit. Go a little bit of speed. Flare up more. Bring that rear tail down. And same as all the others, tap the brake and pull back on the stick. You don't nose in. Alright, that's pretty much it for landing. Just make sure that you watch your speed, line up on the airfield, and flare at the end, and then don't nose in when you're bouncing, since you always bounce in IL-2. Alright, as always, if you have any questions or want to learn anything else, post it in the comments below. And if you liked this video and want to see more, then definitely subscribe.